What is good, my people, my peeps? So, I'm stopping in here really quick just to talk to you all about biological warfare. You know, a lot of us as TIs and chosen ones, we talk about all the energy weapons and technology, but we don't talk about biological warfare. So, tonight, I'm going to talk about biological warfare and dreams because this goes hand in hand. So, before I moved over here into this place where I'm at now, I was in a apartment, and I didn't think of it. It didn't dawn on me that things would always happen in that apartment. I lived downstairs. People lived upstairs from me. Their their bathroom flooded. It ruined so much stuff in my apartment. Things just kept happening in my apartment where I was starting to get sick in that apartment. This is when I was first coming into my awakening and knowing about being targeted. Got poisoned in that apartment through food. And I'm throwing out my food like a maniac, out of the refrigerator. So I barely keep anything in my refrigerator to this day. We're going to take a little mini trip into the kitchen and into another part of this place where I'm at right now. So at that apartment, I was throwing out food and just like, what is going on? Especially when I had to go to the hospital because I was poisoned. And so I said, well, it's time. It's time for me to move out of here. So I moved. I found this place. I said, okay, this is pretty decent. It's just me. I don't need much room. But when I moved over here, oh, shoot, hold on, y'all. My battery's going low. Hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. I gotta put this battery. Put this up. So this won't go dead. So anyway, I moved over here. Hello, King. I moved over to this apartment. Well, it's not an apartment, it's a duplex. Moved over here. Okay, decent. I'm gonna start over. But I knew. Hey, Tony. Hold on, guys. I have to plug this in. So I'm gonna move y'all around a little bit. Hopefully this won't go dead. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Is it plugged in? Yeah. Okay, so I moved over here, and I wasn't quite settled here. It just something was off about this place as well. Love you too, King. Um, and so I knew that gang stalkers they follow you from place to place. I had heard that before I moved from the apartment that I was in, but I knew it was time to move. So if they were going to follow me, so be it. They followed. But anyway, us as Israel, us as chosen TIs, we are hard headed. We are hard headed. I'm going to tell you about dreams and biological warfare today. I told you about that apartment because it had to lead up to where we're at right now. Some of you guys know sometimes I just pop on and do a live whenever I choose to. I don't have a schedule. I did a live a couple of days ago where I came back from the hospital because I've been feeling sick. I'm like, what's going on? But before I came back from the hospital, I had dreams. I told you guys a couple of dreams that I had at the apartment. I had 3 dreams at this particular apartment that I'm going to tell you guys about tonight. But one dream here, because I asked the Most High, I said, what is it about this place, this apartment, this duplex? What is it about this place that's not settling with me. You know, if you're somewhere you feel content, even STIs, you have your days. You know, you can feel good some days, and we don't always feel downtrodden and miserable and all of that. But yeah, it just wasn't right. And I went to sleep. I had a dream. I'm big on dreams. Um, Anytime you dream about a house that you've lived in, that you currently live in, the house represents you. Okay. So in this dream, I was dreaming and I walked into my bedroom and there was a huge brown bear on the bed. It was not a cartoon bear, not something that you could hug and cuddle. It was like a real bear on the bed. And so when I woke from the dream, I literally said, well, Father, because you have to ask, because the devil will try to come into your dreams as well, you know, and manipulate things, because everything that happens in the spiritual realm, it will take place in the physical realm. Eventually, those seeds that are sown will come to fruition. So I was like, Father, was that dream from you? And, you know, sometimes even for us that believe in the Most High, sometimes we have doubts, like Doubting Thomas. You know, we don't, okay, I had that dream. I carried on with my day. Bring you back to when I did the live at the hospital. And I'm like, okay, we're going to start having to, you know, heal ourselves and everything like that. So I've been on YouTube University. I love YouTube University. I don't think I'll ever graduate until maybe if they shut it down, but I was on YouTube University and I was like thinking, trying to figure out different cures and, you know, the symptoms that I'm having. And I came across somebody's channel and they were talking about, and I cannot pronounce it, y'all. Let me see. I wrote it down to try to pronounce it. It's called, I cannot pronounce it. It's a clay, guys. I'm going to show you guys this clay right here. We're going to get into this clay. This is, first of all, and I want you, if you go and get it, this is a food grade substance, but you cannot inhale it. If you use it, wear a mask. You can't inhale it, but the crazy thing, it will hurt your lungs, but you can drink it to detox or anything, right? Right here. Okay. Diatomatic clay. There you go. All right. So I had come across people on YouTube talking about this substance and how they detox and you can use it in your garden to help your garden, all kind of things. I was like, okay, well, let me get that clay. And when they were saying detox, and then I came across a lady and she said, yes, she uses the clay on her bed, her mattress. Follow me now. Y'all remember the bear. And I was like, I'm gonna go get that clay. And because I always, when I clean, like when I do a deep clean, you know how some of us was raised on Sundays, or maybe it was Saturdays for you. When I was coming through on Sundays, that music came on and we got to clean, and you knew it was time to clean. So I would always put baking soda on my bed. And where did you buy it from? The Tractor, what was it called? Tractor. It's a Tractor place, but I'm sure they have it at not Big Lots, but what are those big name brand gardening stores? I'm sure they have it somewhere like that. So we would have to clean on Sundays, right? So that's kind of my habit now. I get up and I'll do a deep cleaning, and I was thinking that I was detoxing my bed by putting baking soda on the bed. You put the baking soda on the mattress, let it sit, and it takes smells and it's supposed to freshen the mattress, right? Guys, hello. This stuff right here, little demons come out when you put this on the bed. I kid you not. They look, I was like, but you can't like see it. You have to get your phone and put it on photo and do zoom. zoom in. And it just, stuff just comes out of the mattress. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, this mattress is making me sick. It's like they come in and they tamper with your things, because the mattress is not super old or anything like that. Most of my furniture is fairly new. And I'm like, when I seen all of that come out of the mattress, so I just went through the house and I said, okay, let me start detoxing, see what else might need detoxing. Be careful with this. Wear a mask. Don't do like I did, because I was like, I went crazy in putting it on the chairs and stuff, and I almost choked. But I said, wow. I said, that's why y'all guys might think when I'm talking, I said, I can't see your names, or I don't have my glasses on. My vision was, I mean, just like, feels like it's decreasing fast, fast, fast. And not a normal pace at my age, like really fast. And just being sick. And I'm like, some days not, some days more. I'm like, something's just not right. So I knew that dream with the bear on the bed was the Most High saying, it's your bed. It's your bed that's making you sick. And so when I thought about it, when I was driving to get the clay, I said, you know what? When I had the dream, because sometimes you don't want to admit to yourself, you don't want to see a negative dream. And I thought, oh, bear on my bed, that's negative. Is it from you? Okay, you didn't answer me, so I don't know. But I just really wasn't sitting back contemplating what that dream meant. And just when you read the Bible, the Most High is like most of us Israelites, that we speak in slang. You know, when the snake was in the garden, the Father said that the devil was the snake, the serpent. Just like you would say somebody is a snake, a serpent. So when you see animals in your dreams, that is how the Most High communicates to you as well. What does the animal represent? And why is the animal in the bed, on top of your bed, a huge bear? Why is that bear on top of your bed? These are the questions I should have been asking myself, but I didn't until now. And I didn't ask because I don't want to hear nothing. I'm tired of hearing negative stuff, you know? So I said, okay, when I sat down before I came on live, I was like, well, I know a house represents you as a person. So whatever room in the house that you're dreaming about, think about what's going on in that room, what's going on with you, and it can link you to tell you what's going on in life. So when I looked up bear, first thing is fear, a big brown bear, and that's most likely came over my mind, and I didn't want to face it. And so the second thing, let me see, it's not the second thing. Fear, insecurity. These are the first two things that you would think about when you see a big bear. Oh, okay, you're a person. This bear can tear you apart. But this is what else a bear represents: strength, bravery. And I hope I don't cry. Lord, I get emotional. I'm gonna cry. Oh, Lord. Breathe, Nicole. Okay, the last one is the one that took me out. The last one took me out, y'all. The last one was protection. Come on now, y'all better come on with it. Protection. See, the bear was so big, it didn't roar at me. It didn't charge me. I walked into the room. I looked at the bear, and the bear looked at me as it was just laying on the bed. So you have to take into consideration everything in the dream. So I'm like, oh, protection. The Most High, I asked him, what is it in this home that is not, I'm not easy with? It was the bed. I said, okay. I said, sometimes we run away from our gifts. We run away from the things that we are supposed to be doing in life. And I think I do that a lot too. I do that with people as well. You know, when I was coming up, I was like I was the second child, my brother, and then we had our, you know how black folks, cousins become brother and sister when you raise them, right? So then later in life, we had my two cousins that are my brother and sister now live with us. But before then, it was my brother and I for a long time. But that whole entire time, like we would go stay with my aunt or something like that, I would be left home alone. I was always treated differently. I would think to myself, I'm the baby and everybody has left me here to watch myself. Okay. It wasn't like you would hear some families, take your brother, take your sister with you. No commands like that. And I was wondering to myself, how am I always left alone or doing, and so I just became accustomed to that. When we traveled, going overseas and everything, people, and coming up too, I was not I was like left alone and the ugly duckling of the family. So I was always, people tried me left and right. They would come try me. And till my brother taught me how to defend myself. And I just started fighting. And people used to say, oh, you're so mean. No, I just would defend myself. And then growing up and maturing and everything, people would come in and they would, oh, you look so nice, you look so beautiful, you look so, and then I would get snubbed. Oh, she thinks she all that. I could hear you. You know, I hear you. You're right behind me talking noise about me. And I said, people don't even know what a lot of people have gone through in their lives. But I know that the Most High has always guided me throughout my life, okay? And I know the Most High has guided you all along this journey. And so I want to say, what is your gifts? Think about them and listen to the Most High when He communicates to you. Because, like I said, I was somewhat hard-headed with not listening. So I'm going to tell you about 3 more dreams, and these are really quick because I gotta get them off me. Okay, I gotta tell you guys about them. They've been on my mind. So when I was at the apartment, these are when these dreams they started flooding in. And if you've been following me, I've told you guys about a dream when I knew there were 2 planets, and one was burnt up and crumbling, and one was a new planet. And people were below me, and I can hear them say they wanted to go. Okay. After that dream in 2012, I separated, moved on. After that, I moved into an apartment. When I was in that apartment, I was having dreams after dreams after dreams. Another dream came to me where it was a big eagle, y'all. This is before I knew anything about being Israel, being a Jew, being any of that, knowing any of my identification, who I was as a person, knowing that I'm not African American. I didn't know any of that when I was living in this apartment. So I had a dream about an eagle, a huge eagle, and it had a little black baby in its claws. And I'm not in the dream, I'm viewing the dream. Okay, if you understand what that means. This is like you're watching a movie, but you're in a dream, but you're dreaming it. So it's a huge eagle, and it has a little black baby in its claws, and I just see it flying high in the sky. And then all of a sudden, the eagle lets its claws loose, and the little black baby starts to fall. But the baby never hits the ground. And you hear when the eagle lets the baby out of its grips, out of its claws, the baby starts to fall, and you can hear like it was like all over the world. But I could hear it at once. It was all over. Yeah, I'm a big baby. It was all over the world. Everybody was like in awe, like, oh, oh no, oh. Like it was in awe, but in relief, because an eagle is a predator. An eagle could have taken that baby, took it up to its nest, and devoured the baby, you see. So when it actually let the baby go, the size that I heard that it seemed like it was all over the world was like a sign of relief, okay? Had no clue what that dream meant until now. And I know that Israel, a lot of people here in America and around the world who have been persecuted, their captors are going to have to let them go. And this is coming up fast, very fast. It's approaching. Okay. So I wrote these dreams down in a dream book that I threw away when I was in that other apartment, because I was being persecuted hard. And I was like, let me get this dream book away. So I have to kind of tell you guys how these dreams coincide by my notes. I got like sticky notes, so I can, if I'm looking down. Okay, so I had a second dream, and it was I'm viewing it. I'm not in the dream. I'm just watching the dream. I'm in a man's office. I can't see his face, but it feels like I'm in New York, a big metropolitan city. And so the man gets up from his desk. I mean, it's one of them funky offices, like high class. It was penthouse up. I can't do it. I've been up into them high buildings. I can't do it. Up. So the man stands up, nice, tailored down suit. I can't see the man's face. He proceeds to walk to a window. Because the window, if you imagine a luxury office building in a penthouse, he walks to this luxury panoramic window. A huge eagle comes. A huge eagle. Like, imagine the size of a man, but the eagle is bigger than the man. Okay? A huge eagle comes. The man opens the window like grandiose, because I can just see his image, but I can't see him. He goes to the panoramic window and he opens it like this. The eagle comes down, it like drops down, and like the eagle's facing out. And the man, how can I do it? And the man walks on top and stands on the eagle, guys. He flies away on top of this eagle. And the dream, now, sometimes when you see a dream, it'll switch and you wake up and you can't remember. This dream was continuous. He flies away. The man is at a different location. This time, he has changed clothes. There's a mountain. There is lava. The eagle is there. He is coming down. The eagle is coming down to place the man on top of the mountain. And he's talking like he's commanding things. Okay? But I see, could you just imagine like if there was a volcano? It's a dark mountain. A man, it looked like he had on like he was doing witchcraft. You know how they wear those, if he's a warlock, they have them hood type deals with the robe, and he's on top of this mountain, and I could see him. The eagle has put him on the mountain. He's commanding things, and it's like he's on top of a lava, because lava's flowing down the mountain. And from that dream, I woke up later. I was like, I was driving and Antichrist came to me. And I was like, the Antichrist is all already here. Okay. I just wrote it down in my dream book. This last dream I'm going to tell you guys about is, I know we see everything that's going on in the world right now. And it's whether it be staged or whether it be a prophecy, it's all going to be a prophecy. It's all going to come to fruition. The last dream was about me. Once again, I can see the dream, but I'm not. I can see myself in the dream. I'm standing in a beautiful area, like it's green, and I'm on top of the grass. And all of a sudden, the grass starts going down. Like I'm standing like an elevator. I'm looking at this beautiful area, and then I'm standing here, and I start descending. At first, I was shook. I could feel myself like being shocked, like scared. And I'm going down, and I'm starting to look around, and I look up, and I hear a voice. Because I guess from me looking around, the wonderment of what is going on, because I'm in a beautiful place, why am I sinking down? And I hear a voice, and it says, they're going to scorch the earth. And when I hear this voice that says, they're going to scorch the earth, and I looked up, and I knew there is going to be a atomic war. Okay, guys? So I was like, and I didn't want to think about that dream. So I was like, well, okay, Father, am I going to die before they scorch the earth? You know, I didn't even ask them questions, just like I didn't do the bear. But it's fine if I have to go to sleep when they scorch this earth, guys. But I don't know. I'm not going to say I know when and where things are going to happen. But these dreams were coming in succession. They were just coming back to back to back. There are other dreams that I had. But I'll tell you guys about that later because I don't want to say too many dreams tonight. But I'm going to tell you about my last dream that I had at that apartment that shook me even. It rattled me more than the dream of me going down and hearing the voice saying that they're going to scorch the earth. The last dream, because I was like, okay, when I was writing in my dream book, I was almost excited about, okay, am I going to have a dream tonight? What is the dream going to be about? Some nights I didn't. One night I had a dream. And I walked through a door. And I walked through this door. And then the door closed behind me. And I was like, well, the door closed. And then I turned around and I went to turn the doorknob. And I couldn't open the door. And this dream, it was nowhere. I didn't know where I walked into. I couldn't see anything. Like it didn't have any destination, any location. Where I walked from, it didn't have any destination, any location. You see, there was just a door, and I walked through the door. I turned around, and to open the door to see who closed it so hard, because it felt like somebody closed this door hard. And so I'm kind of spicy. So I turned around to open the door. It wouldn't open anymore. And I'm shaking it, like, open this door. And it wouldn't open. I wake up from the dream. I didn't think anything else about it. After that dream, I didn't have any more dreams. I didn't have any dreams of that nature, so vivid, so almost visionary. Because when you have a dream, it's a difference between dreaming and having a vision in the night, because you can have night visions. And night visions is like what I described to you. It's actually watching the dream instead of being in the dream, being part of the dream. Okay? Because sometimes you can be in the dream and you know you're in a car riding and bumping. That's being in the dream. But if you're watching a dream, you see yourself bumping and bouncing, that's being a visionary. You're visualizing the dream, but you're still dreaming. Those type of dreams stop after the door closed. And I was like, okay. I was wondering, okay, well, did I do something wrong? First of all, because it felt like you were telling, like the Most High was telling me things, and was I taking too long to decipher these dreams? Was I taking too long to understand these dreams? But no. At the time, when the dream stopped, yes. But when I had that dream here, and I asked the Most High, you see, to tell me what is going on here in this home. Because I've been sick. I'm like, what is, I don't, guys, and I've showed you guys before, I've been here almost 13 months. I have yet to unpack boxes that's in my living room. I might have the little picture frame thing up, a couple of pictures over here. There's no excitement here, you see. So I said, well, it's just something, and you know when you know about a place or a person, if you pay attention. Sometimes it takes a little while for us to pay attention to things, but if you truly pay attention, you'll know. I still don't know really what my gift is. I have the gift of gab. I love to talk. But I just wanted to share those dreams with you guys and try to figure out exactly what your gift is, because we all have a purpose here, all of us. And the one thing I know for sure, and I didn't think it's true, that the Most High said He knew us before we got here, before we were born in our mother's womb. He knew us. And you hear people say sometimes, oh, I volunteered to come down here. I volunteered to be here. Guess what? We all volunteered to be here. We all volunteered, to be here, because we knew that life eternally, life fulfilled, life knowing. Because you can't really understand life until you live life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the angels, that the Most High, that's His creation too, you see. But we will serve the Most High, but we will be on this renewed planet, and we will be able to make choices. The dominion will be given back to us. The angels don't have dominion over their own planet, you see. So we volunteered to come because the Most High said He knew us before we came here. Wow, think about that. So when you're going through your battles, because I go through them, I'm like, man, this is hard. I'm tired. This is hard. People don't understand how hard this is. People judge you because they think, okay, you're here at this level and I'm beneath you, so you're doing better than me as a chosen one or a TI. You don't know how any of us are feeling as chosen ones, as TIs, as persecuted. We don't know. Okay? That's why we're far apart, few in between. But one thing I know, if you've been awoken, the good news is you chose life, which is the most precious gift. You chose life. You chose to come down here and live life to get the feeling the understanding of life, so then you can gain your reward in the afterlife for eternity, knowing life and having dominion again, where you will return. See, Yahushua had to come down here and experience life as a man, being the Son of God. He still had to come down here and experience it. He still had to die on that cross. And he was like, oh, Father, take this from me. Take this experience right here away from me. Just like you and I. Some days you like, man, not that you would want to hurt yourself, just I'm done. I can't do it. I'm just sit here. I don't even want to talk to nobody right now. You get those days. But the Most High, when he realized that he had to die, he chose to come here because he can't ask you to do something he didn't do. So this is something we can do. We just can't remember that we chose to come here on this mission. And everybody's mission is different. Everybody's experiences are different. But the torment and the pain that we feel is the same. At different levels, let me say that, at different levels. Because you can see a person who has one leg, one arm. Is your torment that the same? No. That's what I mean. But we chose to come here. And so I wanted to come on tonight and talk to you guys about the dreams that I had. And just to get that off my chest and see what is your purpose? Why are you here? I also, before I go, I'm going to show you guys some other things that you should have in your arsenal, because they're going to be shutting down the stores, guys. Well, when people make a run on the stores. I don't know if a lot of you guys are thinking about medications, not just Tylenol and things of that nature. Remember, the Most High said the herbs will heal the nation. So I wanted to show you guys some things that I got before I go. Things that you should have on deck. Get them now. Because things are getting worse by the minute. I watched a program. I don't know if it was, I don't recall which news I was watching, but Russia, right now, and be careful with these oils. Right now in Russia, sugar. People are lined up. Be careful with these. These things will burn you. For sugar. They're lined up in grocery stores. And once the sugar hit the shelves, it was gone. People was fighting over sugar, seasonings, simple commodities that you should have. Because we think we should have them on a regular, right? Russia wasn't a poor country. They're fighting over sugar. That's right now, guys. Here, I want to show you this oil, and it's stinging me right now. I mean, a little bit stings. This is clove oil. It's an essential oil that you can use for many things. Clove is one of the spices that they used to trade, okay? Even get clove oil and have clove little spices. They look like clove is a little flower, okay? Have this oil. You cannot, with essential oils, this stuff is potent, okay? You have to have a carrier oil to mix in with this, because these will burn you. But these are good for healing you, for pest control, for so many different things. I'm telling you now, have these things on deck. Cinnamon oil. This cinnamon oil, you can make blessing oils with this and frankincense and everything like that. But cinnamon is another good spice and another good oil to have. Now I know y'all, yeah, I'm just gonna tell you. I know you ain't probably gonna pay attention to it's on and popping. And people have. I did a video. I shared a video rather on a short where men went into a Walgreens and they weren't stealing. They didn't ask for the money. They didn't say, "Give me your money." They went in and they started stealing all the medicine. Holla back, all the medicine off the cabinet shelves. People know what's up. Not the medicines behind the pharmacy, because back in the day, a couple of years ago, people were hijacking pharmacies, trying to get those, I forget what they, opioids. Okay, no. Today, 2022, they're stealing the regular medicine, y'all. Have these types of medicines on deck because these can be used for medicines. This essential oil does not smell good at all. I am not. All of them don't smell that great because they're very potent. Okay, it's not about the scent; it's about the usage of them. This is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil, many uses for tea tree oil. Okay, have this one. This is the number one stunner right here. Okay, have tea tree oil on deck. Remember, these oils must be used with a carrier oil. You cannot just put this on your skin or put it around your house because it will burn your skin. They are potent. And I want you all, this is one medicine I want you all to have to get. It's a tincture. It is black walnut and wormwood. So this is good for your internal health, all of that. Have this on deck. Because Tylenol, all that, okay, it's going to run out, but these will last you. And a lot of people aren't even paying attention to getting natural oils, essential oils to have. And always have charcoal pills. We know what charcoal pills can do. A lot of medieval Knights of the Round Table, no, I don't know Knights. They used to use charcoal. If somebody got poisoned, if you ate something, you feel nauseous, a toxin is in your body. Like most of us, as chosen one, as TIs, you can be getting food poisoning. You can be getting any type of, not just food poisoning, any type of negativity, I would say, that's going on in your body. Any medicines you may have taken that you want to detox from, that your doctor may have put you on, and you're like, no, I want this out of my system. Start taking charcoal, and it will pull. Charcoal pulls out toxins and binds it and allows you to eliminate it from your body. So always have that on deck. And peroxide. Alcohol too, but peroxide is the kicker. Because when, and I'm just saying when or if there is no mouthwash, there's no, I mean, you can clean, you can do a lot of things with peroxide. Okay, guys? Just be careful because peroxide can burn as well. So you have to mix that with a little water. These are just basic things that you should have on deck at all times. And I say, especially now, get everything you would need. And some of these things you should get because a lot of people aren't getting those. They're trying to get their meats and things like that. And that's fine. That's fine to get your meat. But remember this. I told you guys a few weeks ago that Fort Hood had a drill. And they shut down the power for 12 hours. You go stock up all that meat. What's going to happen to it in 12 hours? It's going to go bad. It's going to go bad. And you would have wasted all that meat in your Frigidaire, your freezer, your deep freezer. So you have to think as well, okay, yes, you can get that meat, but understand in your mind that if they shut the power off, because they have the potential to shut it off, you will lose that meat, and you have to just come to grips with it that it's gone. But what else do you have to eat? Okay, so I say get your beans, your rice, and your staple foods. Those are the most important to get. Your staple foods and noodles, stuff that you can, and get seasonings, because even if it came down you just cooking rice every day, you can change up spicy rice, sweet rice. You know what I'm saying? Have seasonings, because people are not thinking about stocking up on your seasonings. These are things that you might not think about. I just want to put that in your head, that yes, good to get your deep freezers and put your meat in your deep freezers, but if that goes out, then what? You're still going to have hollering babies, family members, things of that nature. So, guys, I just wanted to come on here really quick and tell you guys about my dream about my bear. And think about, when you have a dream, what is your dream trying to tell you? And before you agree with a dream when you awake, because we know that, that Satan and his imps are here, and they can come into your dreams and try to sway things and change it around so that negativity can happen to you. So always, when you awake, ask the Father, was this dream from you? And try to see if you really feel as if it came from the Father. And if it didn't, you don't know. Well, if it isn't from you, I come against it, denounce it. And I mean these, because our words are powerful. Our words make things come into fruition. We have to remember that we are children of the Most High. The Most High spoke, let there be light. And there was light. He spoke these things. So when you awake from the spiritual realm, you have to speak what is going on in this realm. I come against this dream. If you don't know, Father, let me know. But if it's not from you, I don't want it. Okay? All right, guys. And I'm out. Much love.